I'm chatting here today with Colum O'Sullivan of Cully Sully. You were one of our judges today. How did you find the presentations?
Loved today. It was amazing. Best presentations we've had. Best companies that I've come across in an awful long time.
Really?
Really.
Yeah.
Love the branding. Love the products.
Do you wish you were doing it again, do you?
I was kind of going like, that's really cool. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was really enthused by them. I love the space that they're all in.
Yeah.
And what they're talking about. They're talking
Yeah.
about authenticity. They're talking
Yeah.
about no plastic, good quality food,
Yeah.
and they're going into really interesting spaces.
Yeah.
So yeah, they weren't just small little niche things. They were all excellent ideas.
Is it 20 years since you launched, guys?
It launched in, it makes
10?
me sound old. 2004 we launched our soups. So 15 years, whatever it is, yeah.
And you almost were breaking a mold then, you were quite disruptive.
We were breaking a mold then, but we were naive. I think you got to be a little bit naive to break that mold.
Yeah.
If you know too much,
Yeah.
it can be, you get limited, you get scared.
But you get excited about the amount of different brands being developed today?
I do get excited about it, and I get excited about, the likes of what those guys are doing. I can see what they're after. I can see, because we get a lot of companies could come after like making the next granola or making the next jam, and I'm kind of going, But what those guys were doing today, I want to go in and buy a good pizza.
So
I want to buy a good
what's
sized
changed in
pizza.
the water? Why have we got this more innovative?
I thought the confidence of the guys today was fantastic. I thought it was really good. But the research that they had done was really good.
Yeah.
They kind of knew what they were talking about. They answered the questions really well, and the work they've done with their branding, packaging, product, really
Excellent,
super.
isn't it? Yeah, no,
really
it's
super.
excellent.
Really excellent. Yeah.
No, it's a very exciting time, and I think they've all got a great future, So if you're looking back sort of when you started, what advice would you give yourself today or give these guys today?
I think one of the things you've got to be careful of with these guys, and they're all they got to go take over the world very quickly and all that kind of stuff, but it's very important to hang on to your equity. I'm seeing an awful lot of business at the moment giving away a lot of equity very quickly. You've got to think down the road. Pardon?
Define a lot.
Well, I was with a business last week, and this guy only owned 12% of the business.
Wow.
Right? And I'm kind of going like, Jesus, you got to be careful of that, dude, because in 5 years' time or whatever, when you go to sell this business, it's easy to give it away now and get excitement, to get caught up in the rush. But you got if your end game is to get out, you want to own as much of that as possible.
Yeah.
So
hold on to equity.
Hold on to your equity. I think a really important thing, which is also very important, is that, and this is key to the success of Cully & Sully, is you've got to keep your quality. Yeah. And you got to not just keep your quality, you got to make your quality better, because it's very easy to get caught up in the retailer negotiation or getting over to the UK or whatever else. Yeah. But there's got to be somebody, wherever the manufacturing is, keeping that quality right.
Yeah. Sort of food producers are more open now to taking young entrepreneurs on and producing their food for them.
I don't think so. I think the food industry is an incredibly traditional industry.
Yes.
And I think it's these guys who are here today who are breaking the molds and who are doing new things. But I think the food industry is a very difficult industry. And it's very difficult for a lot of the big guys to change as well, because they got machines that go that way.
Yeah.
And to get them to go that way can be a little bit tricky.
Yeah. No, it seems to be shows like this. How important are these shows, do you think?
Vital. So vital to get out there and go talking to people and meet people like me or like you or like Brian or Alison or whomever. I always say to people, get out from behind your desks, get out of your office and go meet people and get feedback and listen to that feedback. It's also a skill to be able to listen to what people say. Because when I was 26, some people, my wife still says I still don't, but you don't listen properly. And you got to get out there and listen to that feedback.
Yeah, no, very good. I mean, you're a marketer at heart. That's really where you've got stuck in a factory making, well, obviously you make stuff, but you know what I mean? And do you think you'd go again with some new?
I think I'd definitely go again. I'd definitely go again being involved with somebody else, having another young Cully & Sully who can do all the legwork. Yeah. The amount of effort, the amount of energy, raw energy of you that's required to launch a business is phenomenal. I couldn't do that again. But I could definitely use my experience and your contacts, whatever. But you know what I mean, your credibility within the industry. So for example, if there's two people going into a retailer, the retailer might be going, who are they? But if they can bring in someone like a you or a me or a Brian or something and say, listen, they're on board, they believe in this, well, that makes it easier to get in there.
As always, it's great to chat.
You too.
Thank you for coming up, supporting us today.
Thank you for having me. It's really lovely to be asked.